How to plan your trip to New York. New York, also known as New York City to differentiate it from New York State, or simply NYC, is the most populous city in the United States. New York City is also the most densely populated major city in the United States, with a 2020 population of 8,804,190, spread across 300.46 square miles, or 778.2 square kilometers. The city is the center of the New York metropolitan area, the world's largest metropolitan area by urban area, and is located at the southern tip of the state of New York. It is one of the world's most populous megacities, with over 20 million people in its metropolitan statistical area, and approximately 23 million in its combined statistical area. New York City has been described as the world's cultural, financial, and media capital, having a significant impact on commerce, entertainment, research, technology, education, politics, tourism, dining, art, fashion, and sports, as well as being the most photographed city in the world. New York, home to the United Nations headquarters, is an important center for international diplomacy, and has been dubbed the capital of the world. New York City is a well-known tourist destination, with numerous attractions, but it can also be overwhelming. So, when is really the best time to visit popular attractions, like the Metropolitan Museum of Art, and the Empire State Building, and how do you avoid tourist traps, and discover the local hangouts? Did you know that the city has a plethora of outdoor activities available all year? And how do you choose between all of the acclaimed bars and restaurants? Whether you want to spend a weekend in the city or a week traveling, planning ahead of time is essential to making the most of your vacation. In this video, we'll look at the best of what the city has to offer, and help you decide when to visit, what to see and do, and where to eat, drink, and stay during your visit. But before we start, welcome to Momidi TV. We create videos about travel destinations that will feature travel tips, safety, and products for everyone, and recommend it to our first-time backpackers to seasoned travelers. We hope to inspire you to get there, enjoy your travel and have fun with the amazing world can offer. Please subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to click on the notification bell, so whenever we upload videos regarding travel tips, you will be updated. Also, please give this video a big thumbs up. For any comments and suggestions, you may leave a comment below. Now let us get back to the video. Best time to visit. The best time to visit is determined by the activities you intend to do on your trip. New York City is a fantastic year-round destination, but each season has its own set of benefits and disadvantages. Winter is ideal for visitors who want to experience the wonders of the holiday season in New York City. And crowds and prices begin to thin after New Year's. Because of the mild weather, and the ability to fully enjoy everything the city has to offer, spring and fall are ideal times to visit. While summer can be hot and humid, as well as crowded, there are a plethora of free events, as well as beaches, pools, and parks that are open for business. Getting around. Using public transportation in New York City is simple, quick, and inexpensive. It's often preferable to take the bus or subway to avoid traffic and save money. To avoid getting lost or taking the wrong train, familiarize yourself with the routes by consulting maps before you begin. There are times, however, when taking a taxi, Lyft, Uber, or car service is more convenient or appropriate. A cab is a good option for a group that may save money. Even though buses and subways run all night, you may feel safer in a car late at night. Renting a car in the city is generally a bad idea, because parking is difficult to come by, or prohibitively expensive. Furthermore, traffic is usually a nightmare. Travel tip: remember that New York City is more than just Manhattan, and all 5 boroughs, particularly Brooklyn and Queens, are worth seeing. To avoid crowds, start your day early and, if possible, visit the most popular sites during the week. Things to do. Whether it's your first or 10th visit, New York City has a lot to offer. It is jam-packed with attractions and activities, ranging from world-class museums and monuments, to beautiful parks and limitless shopping opportunities. There are activities for children and families, romantic activities for couples, and activities for friend groups that can keep you busy for days. Architects, history buffs, entertainment seekers, foodies, shoppers, art hounds, and culture vultures will all find something to enjoy here. Don't forget to participate in the following activities. Museums and galleries. It would be difficult for visitors to see all of the museums in New York City, from art to history to science and even food. There are hundreds of museums and galleries to visit. Aside from the Met, MoMA, the American Museum of Natural History, and the 9/11 Memorial and Museum, there's also the Brooklyn Museum, Queens Hall of Science, the Museum of the City of New York, El Museo del Barrio, and the Museum of Food and Drink. Boat rides. Keep in mind that New York City is surrounded by water, and seeing the sights by boat is a fantastic way to see the city. A variety of companies offer boat tours and cruises throughout the city. Alternatively, pay a few dollars to ride the East River Ferry to a variety of locations or hop on the Staten Island Ferry for free. Theater and shows. Broadway shows are a must-see for many visitors, and for good reason. There are also numerous off-Broadway, off-Broadway, experimental, and avant-garde theater venues that present some of the best theater in the world. Don't forget about the music scene. Almost every band comes to New York to perform at one of the city's most famous concert venues, such as Carnegie Hall, Radio City Music Hall, Lincoln Center, Bowery Ballroom, King's Theatre, and Music Hall of Williamsburg. Restaurants and bars. New York City is well known for its plethora of food options, including iconic dishes that are a must-eat on any visit. Must-orders include a slice of pizza, a bagel with lox, a bodega egg and cheese on a roll, a classic deli sandwich, and a hot dog. Brunch is a New York City tradition that should not be missed. The best part about New York City, though, is that you can find foods from all over the world here. Thanks to immigrants from all over the world, whether it's in Michelin-starred restaurants, or in hole-in-the-wall eateries, serving everything from Ethiopian to Burmese to Korean to Italian to Israeli to Mexican and beyond. You can splurge at a steakhouse, or eat on the cheap in any of the 5 boroughs. And if you look closely, you'll notice that every neighborhood, including Times Square, has something special to offer. In New York City, drinking is as important as eating, and there are many craft cocktail bars, historic taverns, breweries, and taprooms, wine and champagne bars, and even alcohol-free establishments. There are also some excellent coffee shops, where you can start your day. If you are enjoying this video, don't forget to smash the like button, and subscribe to this channel. Now, let us get back to the video. Places to stay. Hotels in New York City are plentiful, but finding the right room for you is a different story. Where you stay will be determined by which borough and neighborhood you prefer, whether you are traveling alone, with a significant other, or with your family, and how much money you have to spend. Midtown Manhattan is the most popular area to stay, because it is closest to the majority of the tourist attractions, but it is also one of the most expensive. There are some good budget-friendly hotels in Manhattan, if you are willing to move north or south. Of course, if you want to stay near Central Park, near nightlife in Chelsea, or in the heart of trendy Soho, expect to pay a premium but be very happy. If you're willing to cross the bridge, there are some excellent options in Brooklyn, and many people prefer its more laid-back vibe. Aside from hotels, other options include short-term apartment rentals, a good value if you're staying for 3 nights or more, and want to cook instead of eating out, hostels, for those on a tight budget, and Airbnb rentals, though be aware that some of these may be illegally operating. Customs and culture. New York City has its own culture, and locals adhere to several unwritten rules, such as how to walk on a busy sidewalk, a good hint, don't stop in the middle of it, subway etiquette, how to hail a cab, and proper bicycle behavior. And yes, tipping is expected in New York City. Make sure to tip taxi drivers, restaurant wait staff, and bartenders. Is it safe to live in New York City? It's a common question among visitors, and in general, it's a safe city. Swindlers and thieves, on the other hand, can often spot out-of-towners, so a little common sense is required. Saving money suggestions. In NYC, there are numerous free activities, events, and places to visit, ranging from parks to museums. Several museums and attractions have pay-what-you-want days or times, or are sometimes free. If you intend to ride the subway and buses at least several times per day, you can save money by purchasing an MTA Metro card for a day, or week of unlimited rides. For cheaper Broadway tickets, check out tickets in other discount venues, and don't forget about standing room only. Head to the borough's outskirts, for a plethora of excellent, yet more affordable restaurants and eateries. And that is it. Thank you for watching Momidi TV. Please hit the like button and subscribe. See you in the next video.